This one I believe is Chris Reed. He jams out last from Flint. He's not listening to my bullshit. I really appreciate it. I'm Joe McDaniels. You can check me out online, Chuckle Punx something. I think I've got a website now, but you know, it's Facebook, Chuckle Punx. Talk to you soon.
Joe fucking McDaniels, everybody, keep it going. You guys ready for your next comedian? Where's that motherfucker at? Where's Chris Reed at? Where's your bitch ass at? There he is. Everybody give a round of applause for Chris Reed. What up, Turnstiles? Give it up for Joe Garza. Alright, before I even get into this, full disclosure, I'm high right now. And I didn't smoke a joint or anything, I just live in Flint. It's just in the air, man. Hey, Flint's the only place I know where you can step out on your front porch and you can be like, nothing like a breath of fresh morning air. Fuck. And I haven't smoked a joint in 20 years and can't pass a drug test. Ain't that some shit?
How long did that go?
So I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about myself. My name is Chris, and I identify as trisexual. I try to be sexual. Unfortunately, my wife is a dry-sexual. Kind of hard for me to get into that. You know what I mean? Us trisexuals, we actually have our own flag. Just a bunch of frowny faces with some blue balls in the middle. Let's see what else about me. I'm 52 with bad vision. I used to get excited about large breasts. Now I get excited about large font. Not quite the same. I used to steal things when I was a kid. Luckily, my mom was always there to make me give things back. You know, she'd be like, now you didn't pay for that candy bar. Let's take that back into the store and give it to the nice man at the counter. Those aren't your Hot Wheels. Let's take those back to your friend's house and give them back to him. Well, now I'm an adult. Sometimes I wish my mom was still here to make me give things back. You know, like, now you don't need that cocaine. Let's take that back to the nice man at the dope house. Now those aren't your crabs. Let's go give those back to that skank at the bar. That's a cute joke, honey, but you didn't write that. Let's go give that back to the comedian you stole it from. She's a good mom. I try to be a good dad. Took my kids back to my old neighborhood to show them the places that are special to me. Yeah, I showed them the playground where I had my first kiss, the parking lot where I learned how to ride a bike, the intersection where I got my first DUI, the motel where I got my first STD. It was a little awkward. Probably should have skipped the reenactments. So I'm actually a little irritated right now. Y'all mind if I vent for a minute? Yeah, cool. Well, I was almost late getting here tonight because I got stuck behind a bunch of people who were doing 10 miles under the speed limit. You know how it is. So finally I got pissed and I sped past them and I was like, fuck you! Fuck you and all your stupid little orange flags. Must have been a car club or something. I don't know. So, I don't understand this obsession with Chris Hemsworth, the Marvel actor, you know? I mean, he's decent looking, but he's not all that. I was actually thinking about him the other day while I was masturbating. I had a Thorgasm. Yeah. Which makes sense, because in my fantasy, I was getting hammered. It was marvelous. Oh, that went from bad to worse, didn't it? Yeah. So I'm actually a substitute teacher. That's my day job. Yeah. It's a hard job too, man, 'cause these kids are just out of control, right? So I come up with my own way to get back at the ones that piss me off. Like right before recess, I'll tell them, all right, we're about to have a little spelling test, and here's how it works. I give you a word to spell, and if you spell it correctly, you get to go outside for recess. If you spell it wrong, you spend recess in the office. Let's start over here with Skylar. Skylar, spell dog. Skylar's like D-O-G. Good job, Skylar. Get in line. Next, we'll go with Calvin. Calvin, spell cat. Calvin's like, that's easy. C-A-T. All right, Calvin, go line up. Next, we come to Steven, the little asshole. Like, oh, look whose turn it is next. Steven. Steven, spell anti-disestablishmentarianism. And Steven hates me. That's okay, because I hate him too. One thing that helps me with classroom management is positive reinforcement. You know, giving the kids praise when they do a good job. Yeah, I'll walk around the room, I'll be like, oh, I like how Billy is raising his hand. And oh, I like how Susie's coloring inside the lines. Gives the other kids incentive to do better. This actually works so well that I've started doing this in other areas of my life. Like last weekend, I hosted an orgy. Oh, I was all over that living room. I was like, oh, I like how Tina is tonguing the butthole. Oh, look how Lucy has a cock in each hand. Good job, Lucy. Of course, you always got your slackers, but I don't know, Paul. We're 10 minutes in and Becky's pants are still on. That pussy's not gonna eat itself, buddy. I think the worst part about being a sub, though, is bumping into the kids when I'm out at the stores. It's awkward, man, because they're kids, right? It's like you never know what they're gonna say. Like I saw this little boy, he was like, Daddy, there's that man that locked me in the closet. I was like, I saw a little girl, she was like, Mom, look, there's that man that stole my lunch money. That's a sweet little side hustle right there. I don't even like the stores though anyway. I hate the use scans. Don't you hate the use scans? Yeah, I hate how you gotta lick your fingers to get the plastic bags apart. Yeah, I was doing that the other day and the guy next to me looks over, he's like, hey man. He's like, you don't gotta lick your fingers. Look, if you got oily skin like me, just do this. That'll get the bags apart. I was like, damn. Thanks, man, but my skin's a little dry today. But then I thought, well, my balls are kind of sweaty. Yeah, let me go ahead and... So I rubbed them a little bit. That got the bags apart. Then the cashier comes over, she's like, "Is find everything okay?" I was like, yeah, high five. Oh, shit. Another thing I hate about the stores is the high-ass prices, man. Prices are through the roof, right? Even when something's on sale, the sales are just stupid. Like, I saw the sale that said, buy 15 bottles of Pantene, save $2. Like, 15 bottles? What am I shampooing? A 70s bush? Stupid. Hey, speaking of stupid, I got those energy-saving light bulbs. What a joke. I mean, yeah, they use less energy, but they also barely put out any light. Good thing is, now it's not so bad when my wife asks me to tour with the lights on. That's just a joke. That's a joke. My wife's a beautiful woman. Not only is she beautiful, but she's funny, man. She's got a quick wit. Like yesterday, she rolled her eyes at me. I said, you know, eye rolling is a microaggression. She said, so is your penis. She's not wrong. But I have figured out a way to get my wife in the mood. And it's easy too, guys, pay attention. All I gotta do is turn on the Weather Channel. Yeah, you ever hear the way they talk about storms on there? It's crazy. It's like, we have a massive thunderhead penetrating the east with a thick rain shaft. The trees are bent over and Virginia's getting pounded. Everything's wet with more rain coming. And this could go all night long. And she hears that I can't keep her off me. It's an aphrodisiac. And it's cheaper than roofies. Yes, sir. Thank you. So y'all might have noticed I have a slight limp. I was out getting my wife some flowers and I twisted my ankle. Tripped over a tombstone when I was leaving the cemetery. It was worth it though, I got her some roses. Shout out to the Thompsons. Whoever they are. Saved me some cash. Yeah. I've been trying to make my wife happy though by doing more around the house. Like the other day she came home from work and the dishes were done, laundry was done, house looked all nice, you know. She was like, "Oh my God, baby, thank you. You must have worked so hard." I was like, "Yeah, that was hard, but it's worth it to see you happy." Plus it wasn't that hard. I had my girlfriend help me. She's a keeper. And she makes a killer sandwich. Yeah. So I was actually reading that people are waiting longer to get married now, which I think is good because I think you can get married too young. Like I had a friend, he got married when he was 18. Messed him up. He started blinking a lot. Yeah, him and his wife would come over to visit, they'd sit down on the couch. My friend would be like, I thought it was a nervous tick. Years later, I found out it was Morse code. He was saying, "Help me. This bitch is crazy." None of us ever pick up on it though. Poor guy. It's a miracle I'm even married though, man, because I have a hard time with commitment. Especially when it comes to jobs. That's why I rarely stay at one job for longer than 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, it blows my mind when I hear about these people that have worked at one job their whole life. Like I saw how this 68-year-old man worked at one burger joint for 50 years. Yeah, can you imagine the monotony? Be like, meat, cheese, pickle, lettuce. Meat, cheese, pickle, lettuce. Meat, cheese, pickle, lettuce. Do y'all like stories? Yeah? Good, 'cause I got a little story I want to tell you. So I work with this handicapped bitch, right? I know that sounds harsh, but man, she pissed me off. I'm mad at her. Now look, she got the handicap sticker on her car. She parks in the handicapped spot, 10 feet from the handicapped door, and she's got her own key to the handicapped bathroom. But every time I see her, she looks normal, she acts normal, she walks normal, she talks normal. So I'm pissed off, man. I'm like, why should this person be getting all these privileges and she ain't even handicapped? So one day, I decide I'm gonna let her know that I know how she's getting over on everybody. And I'm gonna be a smartass about it too. So I catch her coming down the hall walking toward me, and I go up to her and I'm like, "Hey, nice job on the scam. High five." Don't ever high five somebody with a hook hand. That shit fucking hurt. So I was looking at the news on my phone. There's some crazy stuff in the news. I saw how this Japanese guy paid big money for this realistic dog suit. Anybody else see that? Yeah, it's crazy. It's like he paid 2 million yen to live his dream of becoming a real dog. That's like 22,000 US dollars, which sounds like a lot, but I'm thinking, hell, I'd pay twice that much if I could live my dream of becoming a real man. Speaking of dogs, I'm kind of pissed off at mine right now. That little fucker let me get robbed. Man, that's when I realized that all a burglar's gotta do is have a better treat than me. Yeah, dude came climbing through my window and threw a steak down on the floor. And my dog looked at that steak and he looked at me and he was like, "You know that's New York strip, right?" I told you to get the security system. That's messed up. So then when the dude's climbing back out the window with my TV under his arm, I looked at my dog and I was like, you need to get it together, because I know a Japanese guy who'd love to have your job. He didn't care. I do love my dog though, man. My dog does this thing. Whenever he's got to go potty, he'll turn around and sniff his own butt, right? Which is his way of telling me he needs to go out because he's full of shit, right? Which made me think, wouldn't it be cool if humans did that? Like that way you know when they were full of shit? Yeah, imagine this, your buddy comes up, he's like, yo man, loan me 20 bucks. I'll pay you back. How about this? Dude, I went out to the club last night and I hooked up with 2 fine women. And that's just the guys. Ladies, you know you can be full of shit too, right? Like, oh, that guy on Facebook? No, boy, he's just my friend. Or how about this, my favorite one of all time? Ooh, you got the biggest one I've ever seen. Have to have some extra spins out of that one. You guys are a great crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause, man. Hell yeah. So before I get out of here, I'm going to leave y'all with this. I am not known for impressions, but I got a couple of quick impressions I'd like to do for you. You want to see a couple quick ones? Ooh, all right. So this first impression is a road construction worker in Michigan. All right, this next one is a Walmart employee when they go out to get the shopping carts. All right, I'm Chris Reed. Thanks for coming out. Enjoy the rest of the show.